Gemini! I forgot you and I skipped to Cancer before. So I took a shower and I put a little bit of makeup on. That's your intro. Yay! Should I sing? I don't know if I can do the song. When I wake up, do a little, and the day begins. Do I hold myself? Do I count to 10? Or would it be 3? We'll see, we'll see. It depends on which day of the week. If I sing out, I'm not doing this. I'm wasting a minute and a half on my guitar. I sound tired. I actually took off of work today, Gemini, because I have cramps like a you-know-what. And then here I am, deciding to do a whole series of tarot readings and work for free. So go figure that out. That's the oxymoron of my Pisces rising, Virgo sun, and Leo moon craziness going on in there. So I guess I feel better doing readings like this than I could getting up and going about today. So I took my 3rd bath of the day after I saw how I looked in the last video for poor Cancer when I told them to be comfortable. And I wasn't comfortable anymore. I needed to take a bath and get myself feeling a little bit refreshed. So, new scenery, new room, new makeup. It's like a new day. It's like the twins. I picked this for you, Gemini, because I thought I don't know, I picked it, and then I actually realized that it's like Gemini. It's like the twins. So this is the Golden Tarot of Clement. And then I have this one. This one is the Enchanted Tarot. This is actually this first deck I ever got a long time ago. So I'm going to pull 3 spaces. 2 different decks on the same 3 spots for Gemini. General reading. Check out your sun, your moon, your rising. Your moon will be your emotional side of the situation. Your sun is like your, the destination point and where your program is taking you. And then your rising is like the little driver inside you and how you're used to going about, like who's looking through the window. So, if that brings any clarity to the astrological perspective of how to watch these videos, and or just click on one of them, and if it resonates with you, go with it. Right now is April 2016, but if this finds its way to you in 20 years, it might be perfect timing for you. Time is relative. So, highest greatest good of everybody involved. So make decisions based of love to help everybody in this earth grow and have abundance. And just God, Holy Spirit, angels of love, your spirit guides, want you to know, Gemini, about whatever you're inquiring about. But don't listen to me. Listen to the things in you that spark up when I talk. And go with that. If it doesn't resonate with you, just move along. It's cool. Maybe it's not for you. Maybe there's somebody else whose personality works for you better. So I'm just taking my day off of work today to go ahead and put out some helpful readings to the world. So hopefully this helps out there. It's helping me to do this for you. So if that helps you, it helps me. Help you, help you, help me. Let's get on to the reading, shall we, Gemini? At least I have my hairpin back, so I'm not playing with it so much in this video. What messages do we have for Gemini? Okay, 1, this is the other deck. This one's a hard one to shuffle like this. I'm going to have to do, I know people have ways that they like the cards to be shuffled and they get really annoyed if somebody doesn't handle the deck the proper way. All those are just rules you put on yourselves with the reading, by the way. If you're a reader or you watch this a lot, if you tell yourself that's not the way it should be done, then that's what you're giving your own restrictions on that can or cannot be done. So stop restricting yourself so much, or go find somebody else who has restrictions that work perfectly in order to what you want to be. Then maybe you'll get the better reading that you want. Or you could just go with what is, and we can broaden the perspective and maybe see a side of this situation that you weren't seeing before. Wow, that was almost like mommy spirit coming through to spank you a little bit, Gemini. I'm sorry for that. That was weird. Okay. Okay. All right. 3 cards to clarify the 3 cards I have down here for Gemini. And what do we have? That one wants to come. I'm just going to take it. And that one. All right. At the bottom of this deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune, Gemini. That's good. That's a beautiful card, actually. I forgot how beautiful. This one is really pretty. It looks like a little collage of like lace and cardstock. All right, so, all right, what's at the bottom of the other deck? Oh my. So we got the Hierophant on the bottom of this one. And I hold it so you can see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Hierophant is, I was explaining it a little bit in the last video, how it's different than the Priestess. It's the energies that have come from that feminine connection of God, that intuition that just comes, that knowing. All right, and then it's taking that magic and that connection and that birthing of spirit, whatever craziness it is that women can do, and just burst out of a baby out of them. And the Hierophant takes all of that miracle and puts it on paper and explains it. So there's definitely a place for it, so that there's understanding and clarity, and you can put things in categories. But sometimes you need to bust out of the category in order to expand your horizons. So the Hierophant can be like traditions, big companies that you work for, big groups that all have everybody joining on the same thing that's in the rule book that you get when you start. Going to the school that tells you you have to wear this uniform a certain way. Going to church and telling them that we're going to read this hymn at this time. And it's all the restrictions, all the rules that are all around you all the time, whether you put yourself in them and in that situation because it's good for you, or whether it was placed upon you and you know it's there, you don't know it's there, whatever. But sometimes you need to go out of your box, because if you stay in your box of rules, you don't get to invent your own rules to life from experience that you have. Not from the experience written in a book, or the experience of somebody else that told somebody else that told someone else to put in a curriculum to tell you. Your experiences. So you make your own rules to what is good and bad and right and wrong and good for you on your path, because you jumped out of the box a little bit and didn't listen to anyone, or, those around you for a moment. Sometimes rules are good and necessary. Sometimes they need to be busted out a little. All right, so this is the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the other deck. So this is the universe coming in and giving you a little ticket, a little push, a little turn of the wheel. All right, so that your life can have a different, you can get on a different gear, so to say. Now, here's a little secret with the Wheel of Fortune. Let me let you look at this pretty card. There's like an eagle on the top, a lion, or no, it's like a, it's not a lion, it's like a sphinx head, or like a, you know, like a sphinx head, Egyptian. Then the eagle, you got like a flower of life, also like a stained glass window, so the reflection, the filter of how the light comes in through your world. 2 peacocks here, able to, well, there's lots of symbolism in the peacock. You got the white horse under here with the lily, and these are either smoke or lightning bolts. So now in the wheel, when you have this wheel here, you could be on the top, which is a good position because you can see everything. But as soon as this wheel turns, if you're staying on it and you're tilting your head like this, you're going to have a really funny position at your life like this if you keep hanging on the wheel like you were at the top. You need to alter yourself a little bit, maybe so your head stays forward. But if you hang on and you're at the, you know, if you're at the amusement park and you're on the Ferris wheel and you're sitting on the top like this, and now it starts to go like this, that shit's going to get scary when you get halfway down, let alone at the bottom. You're going to get thrown off. So you have to alter yourself on that wheel so you don't get jerked off. So the wheel of life is spinning. That shit's going to spin whether you want it to or not. It occasionally pauses so that some people can get on and some people can get off in your life. But it's going to keep spinning until you're done. Until it's going to go around and around. So your pause is done, and the people that needed to get off of your ride are out. And maybe some new ones are going to hop on. You might not even know them yet. They're down there at the bottom. Eventually, you'll flip-flop and get off and on, and you'll meet them if you don't soon. But the secret of the wheel is not to be on any of these rides here. It's to take your daring ass off. Crawl on the metal or wood or whatever your Wheel of Fortune is made of, and go sit in the center of the spoke right there. Sit there. Because that's the best position you can be in. You can just keep turning. That wheel can keep turning, and you just keep your head up. That's spinning around, and you're keeping yourself like this because you're in the center. You're the smartest one on that wheel, okay? And, or you could just hang on for dear life a little bit and take a little ride and see it from different perspectives. But you're still not going to be